All right, welcome to the For Show podcast. We here episode dos.
Episode 2.
Jacob here,
Joshua.
and we have a special guest today.
Andre.
Yeah.
Andre Bennett.
Sure.
Oh, shit. I put the whole, you don't get. Well, no, you feel me in business. I was just laughing because I put the whole name out there, but it don't matter. So,
I think honestly, if I just hold it right here, it'll pick up, so it'll be chilling.
all right, bet. So, tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Andre. I'm a junior here. Business owner. Love basketball. I got a business that incorporates with basketball. So killing two birds with one stone, doing what you love, getting paid for it. Can't get better than that. Just hop on the pile with my teammates. New teammates. Love these guys. Got a good win yesterday. Feeling good.
We did. We did.
Yep,
We did.
yep.
We did.
Yeah, feeling good.
So let's talk about like you mentioned just the stuff that you was into and what you about a little bit. What's some short term goals you got for yourself? And when I'm thinking short term, I'm thinking like obviously near future, but we go into some years. Let's go maybe like 5 years in the future.
So 5 years from now, man, really just want to see how good at basketball I can get because I don't got a lot of time playing this game at the competitive level. So I want to just see how good I can get at the game. Try to maximize my potential, take my business to the next level. Just continue to pursue my passions. Right now, I'm doing my business. I got a lot of other things lined up that I love to do. And I just want to continue to be happy with my life. I don't want to wake up saying I have to do this, I have to do that. I want to wake up saying I get to do this and I get to do that. You know what I'm saying? So just continue to pursue my passions. Really.
Is there anything? I was gonna say, is there anything right now you feel like? So like, let me tell you where I'm asking this question because I'm a firm believer that like, sometimes in life it's gonna be those days where it is like something that you gotta get up and you have to do. You feel me? In order for you to get to not
Facts.
or you get what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
So what would you feel is like something that is right now like just on your day-to-day life you gotta get up and do it. Although you may not want to, you may not like to, but in order to get to where you want to go, you gotta do this.
Well, right now, man, I'm gonna just hold it.
All right, yeah,
Well, right now, man, it's school. Obviously school. You got to get done with the school. You got to get your degree, but in the moment, it sucks doing the homework, having to wake up early to go to class, having to stay up late studying. In the moment, it's terrible, but down the line, when you look back in hindsight, you're gonna be appreciative of these moments, all the memories you made, friends you made, the knowledge that you gained. And but right now, it's a grind, man, for sure. It sucks in the moment, but long term from now, I think I'll be straight.
So
we had to cut it, but we back. So
Back now.
long-term goals.
Also, I wanted to say what he said about like he's doing it because he wants to see how good he gets. If you seen our first episode, we was talking about how to do something, how you want to do it, if you want to do it, whatever you want to do it because you want to, and that's what he's doing. And look where he's at, business owner, Hooper. I mean, he got there, so it's all about the work. So
I feel like personally too, like just on my day-to-day life with the people I encounter, I feel like I respect people more for really doing what they want to do, and,
Sure.
and that don't always mean like going against somebody else. Because this don't. When I say doing what you want to do, I mean without involving nobody else. If that makes sense, like doing it because it's literally in your heart to do it, like it's in your desire. So I feel like that just make me like it take a strong-minded person to really follow what they truly believe in, regardless of what everybody else saying around them.
Especially with everybody else too, because there's gonna be people that make fun of you. There's gonna be naysayers,
Yeah.
but it's because they don't have the courage to do the same thing that you do. I was 18 when I started my business. If I listened to all the people that told me that I couldn't do what I wanted to do, that I wouldn't be capable of it, I wouldn't be anywhere right now. But I trusted myself. I bet on myself. That's something I really, love. I love that quote, bet on yourself.
Yeah.
So I really just, that really resembles with me. So yeah.
So yeah, that's why I want to point that out. Like I respect people a lot more, like for doing that, because it take a lot. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Absolutely.
of course,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay. I wanted to say, what's like a long-term goal after like you can't really do this no more? Like, say like 20 years when your body starts breaking down, what do you rely on? What do you do? Like, what's your goal?
Well, right now it's just continue what I am doing right now, man, helping these kids because I'm 20 right now. Time goes by fast. I was just 10 years old, 8 years old. So I was just one of these kids. It was like last month. Really, it's been like 10 years. So, I want to help these kids, become reach their goals, pursue their passions, whether it's basketball, whether it's with business, whether it's with, family. I just want to help them become what they want to become through the game.
How'd you get into like, I want to say helping kids? I know it was through training, but you train a lot of people. You can train me.
Absolutely.
You get me? We the same age. So like, what really was like that drive for helping children?
Well, because I was a kid once, and like you really, when you're in the moment, you don't realize that you're a kid and you're learning, and you having all these great coaches that's molding you into the person that you're becoming. Really, so I wanted to be that person for a kid. I wanted to be, you know, somebody that they look up to when they're 20 years old. Be like, dang, I remember Coach Andre when I was 8.
Right.
He helped me become this. He taught me that. He taught me this, and I just wanted to be that person for kids and things like that.
That makes sense.
For sure.
That like, so that would you say that give you like it contribute to your happiness in a way?
Absolutely.
Like it make you feel good, right?
Absolutely.
And that's not a bad thing, by the way. Too, a lot of people feel like when you get something out of something that you do, it's like bad. But no, I feel like it should be that way. Like when you leave from that training session, or you know, when a kid DM you like looking for work on their game, like that make you feel like
seeing the smile on their face after they didn't know how to do this spin move. I teach them how to do a move and they score. Seeing their smile on their face after that, man, that makes everything worth it. It makes everything worth it for sure.
That makes sense. I want to take a more shift into the business side of everything, because we obviously talked about, you know, why you do it and what you get out of it, but we talking business now. You know, just take us into that. Like, how was it? You know, you're a businessman now. You know,
let's start with how'd you start and what made you start? Like, what's the why? Well, you kind of explained the why, but like, what made you start? I guess basically
the why for the business.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
yeah.
Because a business, let's be real. If you got a business, you making money.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So what's the
Well, really, my dad instilled that entrepreneurial spirit in me at a young age.
Okay.
You know, he always told me that why work for somebody when you can own it? Why do this when you can own it? And then that just really resonated with me as a young child. And growing up with that in the back of my head, you grow up with that 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to 20 years old. It's going to keep getting stronger and stronger. And then it eventually just took over my mind. I'm like, I want to be a business owner. I want to start my own thing. I want to put my hands on something that I can, you know, create with my own 2 hands and build it from the ground up. So that's how I started. And then what was the second part to the question?
It was that was the why, right?
That's the why.
So like, what was the
why for the
how?
The how.
How did you start the business like that?
Well, I started during the pandemic. I would just be in my backyard, you know, just posting videos of me doing different drills. Because, you know, nobody had gym access. So I'm like, let's get better. So I would start off with doing some ball handling, some different Euro steps, mid-range pull-ups. My bad. Mid-range pull-ups, things like that. And people would swipe up showing mad love.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, you know what? I can make some money off doing this. So I would have a kid from like my old grammar school come to the backyard. He'd give me like $5. I'll put him through like a good little college workout. Because at this point, I'm committed to a school. So I'm like, college point guard workouts, come back here for $5. People started coming, and more people started coming. So I'm like, hold on. I love business, I love making money, and I love basketball. Let's take things up a notch. And then that's when I started Big Guard training. Now with that, I had a wonderful coach my freshman year of high school. She was the first female coach, I think, in Mount Carmel history. I went to high school with Zaire Wade. So we had a big following. So there was a lot of, you know, we had a lot of media at our games and things like that, you know, due to the high level players that we had on our team. And who would have known that years later, after I graduated, that same coach would then become my business partner. She had an AAU team. She went in with her husband. She saw the things I was posting on social media. She decided to bring me in and give me really my first opportunity. So I would train the kids from their AAU team over the summers. I would have little camps and things like that. And that got my feet wet. And then ever since then, I never looked back.
All right. So that was really like some, like, gave you that stepping stool that you really needed.
Absolutely.
Because I would say, like, I mean, you say you started in 2020? Mm-hmm. Okay, and it's
that was when you graduated high school, right?
Yep, that summer.
So you were committed to Lake Forest.
Yeah, my old school. Yep.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, as far as like from what I know about businesses, is that it's really like that grind to build up. And I'm not saying you didn't necessarily grind, but from where you at right now, would you say, like, I feel like you could say you moving pretty good.
Yeah.
You had a good pace. You know what I'm trying to say? Whereas
Absolutely.
some businesses don't take off till 10 years. Right?
Absolutely.
So that's definitely something to be.
And a lot of people are afraid to, you know, take advantage of opportunities that are given to them. They don't like, oh, I don't want no handout. I'm gonna get this out the mud. No man is an island. Yeah. You can't do anything by yourself. No man has been successful by themselves. Everybody's had a great support system, or parents, or coaches, things like that. And then I've had these wonderful business partners that helped me get me off the ground and expand my business. So I'm forever grateful for that.
Yeah, let's actually talk about that for like a split second, because that's something that I really like never ever truly understood. And I know it's always two sides to everything, and I know it's always like it's not necessarily just a right answer, but I don't know. I feel like you see that a lot, especially like in social media. Like that's been like just trendy to be like a from the bottom or to not have no handouts. Like when I think of a life and I think of just what I want for the future and for the people that I could help out, like I literally wouldn't want them to have it a harder way. If that makes sense. Like you would want to be able to give your kids this and that, or say I got a friend who's starting a business and I have my own business for 5 years. Why would I make them go, find it out the hard way when I literally been in this field for a long time and I can tell them the ins and out of business? So I don't know.
I think it comes from a lot of people think they know it all.
Okay.
A lot of people are too prideful, to ask for help or to ask for resources. They just have too much pride, and then that just comes down to what's inside of you. Like what's more important to you, success or asking someone for help.
All right.
And I think success is going to be the answer 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10 if you ask me.
Yeah. I just want to go on that. Yeah. Like I never understood that. Like I feel like I see it a lot though from people, and I would hope that that's not something that's being instilled into the youth. And I'm not trying to say like I'm some old wise man, but it's still people out here who's younger than me, up and coming, who 13, 14, 15, like coming up in the world. And if they getting this idea of life, like go through life, don't ask questions, get it on your own, don't nothing, like that's not the way life should be. Like why wouldn't you want a guidance, a mentor, or a positive figure or something like that that could lead by example? So
personally, like I'm a big Kobe guy. Who was Kobe's biggest, motivation? Michael Jordan. Yeah. He was never afraid to ask Michael Jordan for help. So why can't I be afraid to ask somebody else for help to expand my business? So I think of it like that. So yeah.
But no, that's good for you for sure. So I'm glad the business.
Branching off to the business thing, what is like? Well, I'll say, what is the most important thing you need to know in business, and then what advice would you give to people trying to start one? So,
well, the most important thing that you need to know. You need to know your market. You need to know what you're getting into. You can't just be blindly going into business just to say you're in business.
Right.
You can't just start selling hats just to sell hats. You have to know how to move the hats. You have to know who to move the hats to. You have to know when to move the hats. Everything has to be strategic. And then the second part of the question.
So what I say I just
I forgot that part too.
He said
I said what was the first one you just answered?
I just answered what do you need to know?
Okay. Oh yeah. What advice would you give?
Advice, absolutely. I would pursue something you're passionate about, because just like basketball, man, like you said in the first episode, people wake up at 5 a.m. People go run hills. You think they run hills? They love doing that stuff.
Yeah, right.
They love running. They love getting better. They love putting up 1,000 shots. They love lifting weights. You gotta love what you're doing. You gotta love your business. You gotta love your craft. And if you don't really love it, you can't be successful, because you're not gonna put 110% effort into something you don't love.
First episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I want to say that coming from a standpoint too, because I can speak on both ends. Like, if you are getting into a business just for a cash grab and stuff like that, I'm gonna say this: it's not the best thing to do, because it's not gonna you're not gonna go nowhere with it long term. But I feel like if you know that's what you're doing, don't expect more. Because that was me personally. I've done a lot of things. Like I even said, I had my hands in a lot of pots, but I would be a fool to think, let's just say I'm finna start this cookie baking business, and I'm gonna be a fool to think I'm gonna go so far with it when I know very well I could care less about these cookies. So if you're gonna get into a field or industry or start a business that you're not passionate about just for some money, that's cool. But don't be surprised when things don't go your way, or when things not just really happening, when that business not flourishing, because it's gonna come down to the people who really want it, the people who really care about it.
And then there's another side to the coin too. Like, it's cool to hustle too. Like,
right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. I take out the garbage. I cut people's grass. I shovel snow. I don't like doing that stuff, but I'm gonna make some money doing it. So you gotta be able to wear different hats, to make some money. So yeah, if you're doing business, I would be passionate about it. But if you out here hustling, trying to make some money,
that's what I mean.
Then go hustle.
Yeah, go hustle. Just know that if you're not passionate about it, you can't hustle your whole life
Mhm.
about something that you don't care about. Like I'm sure, like you say, you shovel snow, nothing like that, but you're not gonna think you're gonna start this
Exactly.
big shoveling business.
Exactly.
You know, I'm gonna shovel this house to get some quick money.
Mhm.
Yeah, what I would say is that the business thing is like you gotta move smart with it. Because if you're just gonna do it just for the cash, I feel like business is more of a long term type of thing, set you up. So if you really want to hustle, there's other things you can do to hustle. I mean, you can do business, but I feel like it's gonna be so temporary that what happens when that business falls or like you know what I'm saying. So I mean, you got it back to what he was saying. You gotta do what you love. So that's basically what it all comes down to.
Absolutely.
So at the end of
Absolutely.
the day.
Pursue your passion. Pursue your passion as much as you can, and things will take care of itself.
You know how we all agreed that like if you starting a business that about something that you're not really passionate about, it's gonna be bound for bad stuff to happen, and you know it's gonna be it's not gonna be too good for you.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be tough.
Absolutely.
But the truth is too about a business that you are passionate about. It's gonna be some rough roads too, but you're gonna get through it because you know that's what you want to do.
Absolutely.
So I want to ask you, a businessman. You've been in the industry 3+ years now, or 3 years now. Like, what been some rough patches in your business when you started Big R Training?
Just the sacrifices you have to make, man. Like with anything, you have to make sacrifices to be great. Whether it be basketball, whether it be business, whether it be being a parent, you got to make sacrifices. So the sacrifices is something I struggle with. You know, I wanted to go out and have fun with my friends. I wanted to, skip things that I shouldn't be skipping. But that was really a rough patch. But as you get older, as you mature, as you realize what's more important,
Yeah,
you're willing to make those sacrifices, and those sacrifices become easier because the bigger picture is more important than
right,
whatever it is you want to do.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Have you had like a specific, because I was kind of broad, but have you had like a specific, like I wouldn't say failure because it's not over, but
Hmm.
I'm gonna just say failure for lack of a better word.
Oh,
Have you
absolutely.
had a specific like big failure with your brand that you could talk about?
Plenty.
And how did you bounce back from it?
Plenty of them. I remember couple times actually. I tried to host clinics at these gyms.
Okay.
Man, I wanted some kids to come. I'm thinking kids are gonna come, and I rented all this gym space.
Yeah.
Nobody came.
Okay.
So nobody came. I drove up all these miles, used up all this gas, paid up for the gym, and I didn't have anybody to show up. And then I could either be like, man, this isn't working. What am I doing wrong? I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do that. I realized that I wasn't working hard enough. So I look at it, if it's only a failure if you don't learn from it, and it's only a failure if you make the same mistake twice. So I had to go back in the mirror, look at myself. What was I doing wrong? Make the proper adjustments. Next time I had kids coming, I wasn't reaching out enough. I didn't promote it enough. I didn't email enough parents. And then after learning that, the next time around, I had a pretty successful clinic, and things got better. So yeah,
So that's pretty much how you bounce back, just
absolutely.
learning from your
You
mistakes
have
and
to
stuff
learn
like
from
that.
your mistakes, or else you're going to continue to make the same mistakes. And people behind you that want to do the same thing are going to continue to make the same mistakes too, because they didn't see you change it. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to be a little kid that's looking up to you that you don't even know is looking up to you. He's going to look at every single move you make and how you make it, how you bounce back from failures, or how you not bounce back from failures. So you're setting an example for a little kid coming behind you. And you always got to be a good example for these kids, because the kids are the future.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
You just going back into that, you talked about just how kids, have somebody to look up to and stuff like that. You mentioned your father as a influence and stuff like that, but would you say aside from him, you had a big influence in life that you just
Yeah,
it don't even
man.
got to be a role model, because I feel like a role model is a really strong
Mhm.
like term, but just like influence, like
Influence.
heavy on influence.
Well, I grew up 3 sisters, my mom, no brothers, and my father. So just that female influence in my life, my mom and my sisters played a big, big role in what I became today. Just seeing them, all my sisters play sports, all of them great grades. And then I kind of was under the radar in terms of that. I wasn't really that good at basketball growing up until I started putting in my work. My grades were okay. I didn't really apply myself in school. But seeing them succeed and seeing all the love that they got from their success really motivated me to work hard. That actually instilled a work ethic in me.
Okay.
That my sisters, seeing them succeed and how they did it, they're in the newspapers, they're getting good grades, they're applying for schools, they're getting internships and job opportunities. That motivated me because I didn't want to, be less than my sisters. I didn't want to be less than them. So I had to figure out what I could do, to better my situation.
Wait,
Exactly.
so are you the youngest of your sisters?
I have 2 older sisters and 1 younger sister, so I'm like the middle child.
Oh, middle child. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
and you grew up. You said so. It's more women in the house than men.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that changed like your view on women as a whole?
Absolutely.
Because we know how like society,
Yeah.
they obviously we can all agree like women they got their just how they viewed and everything like that.
For
But
sure.
a lot of people don't really be knowing women for real or
For
have a
sure.
relationship with a strong woman or nothing like that. So like,
Well,
how did that change your viewpoint on
Well, it
women?
definitely teaches you what they don't like,
Okay.
what they do like, what they like to enjoy, what makes them feel comfortable, what makes them feel loved,
Right.
what irritates them, what makes them happy when they're mad. How you can make them happy in a quick way,
Right.
To solve a problem. So that's definitely a pro that I grew up with.
Because you got a one up on the next man.
Exactly.
In a way, you got a little one up.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
But me, I have 0 siblings with that, even sisters. So it's
Yeah.
like, so you know what I'm saying? It's just like you got the up.
You got.
the
That's
up.
what I say.
You know
That's
what I'm
what I'm like.
saying?
For sure.
But yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
all those life experiences, man, that molds who you are today. So I just really, never took those moments for granted, never took those experiences for granted, and just continue to live my life the way I do.
For sure. So we're gonna go around real quick. We can start with Seiji, but we can go with like what's a motto or like a favorite quote that you live by or something like that.
So well, I have 2 quotes.
Ooh,
The first one I've lived with for my entire life is "Do what you love what you do." That's what I just live by that because it's just like it's pretty simple. It's self-explanatory, but what I want to get into is the second quote, and it goes back to what he was saying in our first episode when he was talking about do what you love, like you know what I'm saying, do something because you love it. And the quote is if you love I forgot how it goes exactly, but I'm gonna just like paraphrase it. It was like if you love a job or something, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
So it's
makes
like
sense.
if you really love that thing, you're not working. You're doing it because you like to do it, and it won't feel like work. It's just you love to do it, so that's what you're doing. So those are the 2 quotes I like live by, and I just love those 2 quotes, and it's just like it just explains everything. So
No, yeah,
that's me though.
I like that, and I feel like something is like real because like that going to that quote because we all been really saying that without directly saying that. If you get what I'm saying, like with just the conversation that we've been having, even the first episode, like even a lot of stuff that we was talking about, like that want and everything, it just go back to that quote. You feel me? So that's how you know it's real because that's what we've been preaching without directly saying do what you want, love what you want to do, but that's all we've been saying.
Especially all us being college basketball players, man. The mental grind, the physical grind, bro. Sometimes it's not easy, bro. But at the end of the day, we love basketball, so it makes it that much easier.
Yeah, and I want to say this too. Like we can put this out there. Like we Division III athletes, by the way. So we not like Division III is whole different.
Yeah.
It's not like you see on TV. We not getting no extreme travel gear. Or,
I want to say one thing.
none of
Like
that.
people underrate D3 so much, bro. It's just like there are so many hoopers in D3 that you wouldn't think. Like everyone be like, "Oh, you play D3? You're not D1." Blah blah. I'm telling you guys, the only difference between D3 and D1 is 6'5" athletic guards and 7-foot centers. To be honest, everyone really a hooper though. It's like I just hate that theory that people put around D3. You feel me?
It's definitely a negative stigma.
So hey, for all the hoopers out there, I just want to say, no matter what level of college you get to. Any level of college, JUCO, NAIA, D1, D2, D3, all of them are all valid, bro.
Absolutely.
There's always hoopers in everywhere, bro.
Yep.
So D1 is not like it, I guess. So
yeah, but
don't limit yourself.
Yeah, it's exactly D1 a bust.
Yeah.
But my whole point of just mentioning that, I was just gonna say like it go back to that, like you was talking about that want and that mental grind. Like it's not like we haven't necessarily like an incentive. Obviously, the incentive is we still get to play the game we love at the level, but aside from that, it's not really too much that come with this for us. We doing this because we love to do it. Like
just love.
If we didn't love to play basketball, I promise
you,
we wouldn't. We're not getting no money. We're not getting like none of that. We're not getting
dominoes, man.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, come on, like we doing this. So yeah, let's just go back to what we saying originally from Jacob. I got a little off topic, but do what you want, love what you do. That's a quote. Do what you want, love what you do.
Do what you love what you do.
Do what you love and love what you do. Yeah. So
my quote came from my father. He would always tell me, man, since I can remember, he would always say, live like no other. So one day you could live like no other. So live below your means now while everybody's buying fancy cars, shoes, clothes. Stack your bread.
Oh, I love that.
Just grow. So one day you can live like no other. While everybody else is partying, I'm in the gym. While everybody else is spending money on shoes, I'm stacking my bread, investing in my business. So just live like no other. So one day you could live like no other.
That's one level I feel like all three of us relate on. Is
Yeah.
we really just we
Like,
don't do
that
what a
locked
normal
in,
person would do.
yeah.
We really lock in on what we do. So I feel
Growth.
like
It's all about growth and development.
I love that so much because when I think, once again, remember I was telling you in the first episode, once again, go watch that first episode.
Yeah, go watch it.
But look, I talked about how, like, when it comes to life, you gotta really, like, look at how just the bigger picture. You feel me? Look at the bigger picture. I'm big on that. So I'm relating that to what Dre is saying, because right now, these 4 or 5 years, it's important, and I don't want to say take it for granted, because you're never gonna be this young again. So you still live and all that. But you still have a whole, like, 40, 50, 60 plus live life ahead of you. That's the big picture. These 4 to 5 years is gonna set you for that. And I'm not saying it's over with, because you got people who, reach their happiness or their success at a later age. So that's possible. But if you know that if you just gotta take this little 4 years, 5 years of downtime, this grinding and all that to set you up for the rest of your life, why not do it?
Exactly.
That's why I love that quote, what you said, because it's like, bro, like, I will take that over anything. Yeah. If I know by me doing what I gotta do right now, it's gonna set me up for the rest of my life. Exactly. I'm gonna be straight. Why not do it?
And going off that point too, a lot of people try to rush the process. There's another quote I wanted to say is people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 5 years. So if you just stack for 1 year, you don't see the results, people are gonna give up and try to change their habits. But you gotta look down the line. If you put 1 year together, 2 years together, eventually 5 years together of good hard work, you're gonna be where you want to be. So
yeah, and I agree with that as well. Like, even with the just like you said, looking at it like that. And once again, we all still young and we still got time ahead of us. But it seemed like every year y'all ever thought, like, if I only didn't do this last year, I would be in a different spot right now. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's like, that'll happen every time. But until you actually do it, you're going to be looking back like,
exactly.
If I would have we're going to just talk about money because it's simple. Everybody can relate to money. You feel me? So we just say, if I would have just saved $1,000 a month, just $1,000 a month for every month, I would, by now, it's New Year, I would have had $12,000. So, and obviously money is not everything, but once again, everybody can relate to money. It's a general thing. So that's why I'm bringing it up. But it's like, like, just lock in, do what you got to do, prepare, take that time, every step, and build up there. Don't try to let it happen overnight, because it's not going to happen overnight. And if you think it's going to happen overnight, you're going to be stuck in the same spot. Whether it's like, I'd rather move slowly and keep progressing and look up. In 3 years, I'm right here, than keep trying to do this and coming back. So, yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race, man.
Exactly. Literally, yeah. That's man.
So is that your
that I was just gonna say that's my quote. Slow and steady win the race. Yeah. That's real. That's real. I mean, we talked about it, but let me try to think of real quick. I don't have no.
I feel like that really sums up what you was really saying.
I don't got no real quote I live by. Maybe a motto. We talked about that. I could just say, I keep saying this, but like, that bigger picture, man. Like, really think about that bigger picture, because life is big. Life is like it's bigger than what it just seemed. Life is just bigger than them $5 shoes. Life's so much deeper than that girl you may want who didn't text you back. Like, life is so much. You feel me? Like, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that.
I also want to say, always bet on yourself. At the end of the day, always bet on yourself.
I like that. Yeah. Actually, no. Now I got my quote. Take the risk.
Okay.
Take the risk, but the good risk. You feel me? Because they try to get you out here, but take the risk. And sometimes the risk may be starting that business. Sometimes the risk may be, missing out on something. Like, just take that risk, and I feel like you're gonna get what you want. And at least if it don't happen, that you tried. You get me? Because if you don't do it, then what happened? Kobe say, look, another quote. You miss 100% of shots you don't take. Didn't Kobe say that?
I think someone said that. I ain't gonna lie, someone said that.
Somebody said it. But yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if I don't take that risk, if I don't try, then what is it? You feel me? Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, my fault. Wayne Gretzky. Oh, I know what it was. You know how people on IG, they put a little picture of Kobe.
Yeah.
And then that's what it was. That's what it was. Somebody on Instagram, they put a little picture of Kobe fading away.
They applied it to basketball.
Yeah, for sure. They applied to basketball, but it's bigger than basketball. It's bigger than black and white. Like Lil Baby said.
The bigger picture.
The bigger picture. I'm telling you the bigger picture. Nah, yeah. So that's damn. We can take away like 3 quotes, but we gonna say take the risk. I'm gonna say you miss 100% of shots you don't take, and slow and steady win the race.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we talked about it. So like really think about them quotes and how you could what you could take away from that because it's all obviously we not perfect or nothing, but I feel like we all in positions that we are happy about and everything
right
that
track.
we on the right track. Thank you. That's my
Mhm.
point. And everything that we talking about is definitely got us here because we could be you could be somewhere else right now. You could be somewhere else right now.
Yeah.
I could be somewhere else right now. So and we hit her. So
I ain't
like
gonna
that.
lie, that was a lot of motivation. I think we should shift gears and
Shift it up. Shift
I think okay. I think we should just like, generalize it. Top 3 places you want to travel to.
Man,
And
Man.
why?
man, Hawaii. Because
Yeah.
we was at Cheesecake the other day, man. The way that I was describing it,
Yeah.
man, I gotta feel that tropical sun on my face, man. I gotta feel that. I'll probably say Africa because that's where my people come from. You know, I want to go back to the homeland and see like what culture and life is like over there, man. So I just wanted to see what it's like over there. Feel the sun, man. Lastly, man, I gotta go to LA. I gotta go to LA, man.
Sure.
And that's self-explanatory. Everybody needs to go to LA. Everybody wants to feel the LA. Seeing
California breeze.
seeing it in movies growing up, just hearing everything about it in and out, all the celebrities, man. I gotta go to LA.
Yeah.
So
Like if you watch first episode, I'm from Chicago. Before I met Jacob, I never been to LA, but I can scratch it off my list now. I'm at LA,
Yeah.
so LA not on
LA.
there. But I will.
Now we gotta take him now.
Yeah,
We gotta take him now.
I do just want to point out though, like if I hadn't been there, like what was that 2 months ago we went?
My birthday, October.
Yeah, October. Oh, that was like damn 3 months
Time
ago.
flying.
Yeah, that is. So if I hadn't went 3 months ago, LA would be on that list. That's all I'm trying to say. But I'm gonna go Hawaii for sure.
Hey, you both can come with me to
You know,
Hawaii. Yeah.
It sounded
Hawaiian.
good. Like you said that tropical, all that. I like that.
Hawaii got it.
This pretty basic, but I haven't been to a lot of places in the U.S. Like that was my first time on a plane, so I'm gonna just say Florida. I know it's basic. Everybody been to Florida.
Okay, wait. For
Florida.
you, let's do 3 places in the U.S., 3 places out.
Okay, bet.
So Hawaii.
But I haven't
Florida.
traveled for real. Like I haven't.
Wait, can I
traveled.
just say something?
Yeah.
But
If you haven't been to Florida, man, go to Florida, bro.
yeah,
Go to Florida.
It's one of those.
Go to Florida. I went to Orlando. They had all the theme parks and stuff.
Miami.
Bro.
Yeah, I heard Miami crazy. Yeah, bro. But if you haven't been to Florida, man, go to Florida.
Hey, Florida lit. Florida's lit. Miami, Orlando, both of them lit.
Yeah. I'm gonna say though, yeah. So I'm gonna say we going in the U.S. Hawaii count. Here,
Yeah,
right?
Hawaii,
for sure.
Hawaii, Florida.
So we can go Hawaii. We can go Florida, and then New York. Come on,
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, what about you? We got to go back to you in terms of the states then.
Oh, the states, man. I've been to so many states, bro. I've been to the entire East Coast, all the 13 colonies.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like even Rhode Island?
I've been to all that.
Maine.
Why?
All
It's
that.
Maine over there.
We was I think we was like. I was like,
that's on a field trip.
hey, yeah. I was with my family. We was on a family trip, bro. We just hit
you
all
went
the.
through all of them?
We hit everything, bro. We
That
hit
was
like
decent.
a camper or something? Or you was flying?
No, we was driving.
Okay,
We was driving.
that sounds low key better for that though.
Yeah.
To
No,
go
of
through
course,
everything.
of course.
Yeah.
We saw all the little monuments, all the like
How
the
long-
colleges, man. It was
How long did it take?
man. I was like 7, 8, so it was all a blur.
Oh,
So I
okay.
don't even know. I just remember hitting all those states, man, and being in
That was
Maine.
like you in New York.
yeah.
Yeah,
young.
just like me. I was young.
I went to DC when I was like 3. That was my first time on the plane. They said
Okay,
I was
so,
crying.
like,
I went to DC 8th grade.
Yeah. No, our 8th grade
On the
trip
bus.
was
8th
bogus.
grade?
Yeah.
Wait, you were in 8th grade?
Yeah.
I probably saw you and didn't even know.
Probably.
Because
Yeah.
I was there too.
Yeah.
Man.
We took the
Went
school
to
trip
all
to
the-
8th grade.
yeah.
I'll never forget that.
There were
Yeah.
so many schools there.
Yep. So many
We
schools.
went to all the memorials.
Yep. We had
everything.
the t-shirts and stuff.
Did you go to the Holocaust Museum?
Holocaust Museum,
Abraham Lincoln Memorial?
Abraham Lincoln Memorial,
Bro,
all of that.
Hey,
Yeah.
that was lit.
That
bro.
was super lit.
Guess where we went for our 8th grade trip, bro?
New York.
Dave and Buster's.
Oh, they bogus.
It's bogus, bro.
That's-
We
Wait,
went-
hold on. You went to Marcano. Oh,
Nah,
no, I'm tweeting.
8th
That's
grade.
high school. I'm tweeting.
But I still went to a decent
I was
Catholic school
gonna
for
say-
8th grade, bro.
Okay.
But it took us to Dave and Buster's,
they
man.
petty.
Yeah.
Don't you pay for school too?
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
yeah,
I'm
they
saying,
petty.
man. They
Oh,
bogus.
that's crazy.
Like air hockey.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm.
We went to Springfield in 7th grade.
We went to Springfield
Just
7th grade,
we
too.
went to
Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln, all that. Yeah, that was decent.
I don't even remember 7th grade.
Yeah.
But,
But-
wait, what was your guys' grad nights for high school?
Six Flags. I didn't go though because I don't like roller coasters.
Wait.
Grad night.
Grad night. I think we had like a little luncheon.
No, that's different. Luncheon is separate. Like grad night.
When you're a senior, like
it's like
you have
late.
this late event. You go to like usually it's an amusement park, but
Yeah. It's like from like 10 p.m. to like 3 a.m. or something, right? Yeah.
No, we just had this bogus. We had this week party, bro. We just had a week party at somebody's house with cookies and pizza.
Man, they 10.
Hey,
Ours was Six Flags.
I'm gonna tell you though, bro. My 8th grade, that was a good. It was a good experience, though. I had a lot of fun with those guys.
Yeah,
bro. I had a lot of fun, man. So I don't
made the best of it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Mine was Disneyland.
For grad night.
Yeah.
Oh, but you in LA.
Yeah.
So Disneyland's over there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know.
Okay. See,
when I think of Disneyland, I think of Florida.
Yeah, that's Disney World.
Disney World.
Because in Florida, they got like 4 different parks or whatever.
Go to Florida.
Yeah. That's something like it's no way.
They got like 4 different parks in Florida.
To Miami.
No. We have one, but it was only 2 parks, but it's basically
Orlando, Florida.
But yeah, Orlando, Florida. I've been there. I only went to 1 though, but they have like 4 different parks. Yeah. We have 2 parks, but it's basically like combined into one, I guess.
You go to SeaWorld?
Nah. I honestly don't know.
Was that is SeaWorld that stuff that was on that TV? Yeah, SeaWorld
messed up.
Okay.
But it's
fun, it's bogus?
Like they got the animals in there bogus, bro. Yeah. They're doing the animals dirty, bro.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. They be doing the animals dirty too. Like with the y'all see them it's not even funny, bro. We ever seen like the pictures with like turtles and stuff in the ocean in the plastic, bro? It be like turtles and stuff. That's bogus.
Yeah. Plastic,
that was the Hydro Flask era.
Yeah. But hold on, I still didn't. So what was my 3 here? I said
you said Hawaii, Florida, and New York.
Okay,
so then we got to go to out of the country.
Out of the country, I'm gonna say Africa's so big, and it's obviously a continent. A lot of people act like Africa a country, but because there's so many countries there, I really wouldn't know where I would want to go. So I'm gonna just generalize it by we going with the big continent. I just want to go to Africa. Once again, we're not gonna get deep because we switched it up, but just quick pause. It's a big misconception in the media, which I'm sure some people don't know, but they just make it seem like this low down, dirty, poor place or like that. And the reality is that's just not how it is. Like you feel me? Like, and I haven't been there, but I'm educated enough to educate myself to know not every place in Africa is like
Kings
that.
And queens.
So yeah, I would just want to see what it's like. Go myself, whatever like that. Because if you go based off what the media portraying, you will be very ignorant.
What you learn in school and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So we go there. I'll probably say Paris. I just feel like it stood out to me. They got that big the Eiffel. Niggas in Paris. Yeah. Come on, like bro. You gotta slide to Paris.
So can I go?
For sure. No. But yeah, Paris, and then I don't know. Maybe the world big, man.
Yeah.
There's so many places.
So many places. Maybe like
start throwing names.
I was gonna say Jamaica or something. I'll probably, island. Yeah, like some type of island. Yeah. I'll say that. Maybe I would definitely hit Mexico. Yeah.
Hey, come to LA, we can drive down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is true.
I gotta hit Cancun.
Yeah.
Cancun.
Or Japan. I would hit Japan for real. I would hit Japan for real though. I would hit Japan for real. Like it's a lot of stuff.
I've heard that literally like everything's cheaper. Like you can get like say how dunks are expensive. You can get them for like $80 out there. Yeah. You can go like secondhand designer shopping. So people just bring in their used designer and they sell it and it's basically in good condition. You get it like 70% off damn near.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to go there to shop, to be honest.
Yeah.
And because it's my hometown.
Yeah,
but,
facts.
Feel me? But, what's your third? What's your final third?
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna just say I really don't have one. I'm gonna go Jamaica. I don't know. I'm gonna just say Jamaica. Yeah.
I got a question for you.
You going Paris, Jamaica, and somewhere in Africa. Yeah. I can't just say Africa because it's a continent, but actually I'll just say let's see, where would I go? We go in Liberia. There we go. Check out Liberia.
I just want to go somewhere where I could go on like a little safari, bro. Yeah. See some animals, walk.
Have a little Dubai guide. Out of the country. Ooh, Dubai. I would go to Dubai. Yeah, so we're gonna scratch Jamaica and throw Dubai on there.
Dubai.
Yeah,
that place is expensive. Boy.
Yeah, we go to Dubai. Ain't that where you ride the camels?
I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah.
I seen on David.
I go to Dubai. Yeah.
All right, I know this y'all show, and I'm I'm a guest, but I got a question though.
Go ahead. Yeah, you ask us.
All right. I need 2 albums that y'all could listen to for the rest of y'all life. Like if y'all could listen to 2 albums for the rest of y'all life.
I feel like I need to see my phone, but it's like
Yeah.
Off the dome.
Off the dome. I'm gonna tell you this, but before it's some controversy out there, I'm a big fan of. I don't care if this person like is a top grade, whatever like that. If I don't like it, I don't like it. So you feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. So don't be expecting none of these.
I ain't gonna lie, my
Big people
takes
out
are
there.
gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know everything off the top of my head.
But
now.
I'm gonna go with Polo G, Die Legend.
For sure.
That's
okay.
Polo G, my favorite artist, the best rapper out in my opinion. I don't care what nobody say. That's just not. That's what I think. So, and yeah, I'm going Polo G. That album was, I could say, like one of the like first albums I really like got into the whole thing of albums, because before, when I was younger, obviously you know what albums is, but I just know like I hear stuff on the radio, songs like that. I didn't really know the art behind music for real. How it's like a whole tape, album, a meaning behind every song, all that. So that was really what got me in. So I'm going Polo G, Die Legend, and then I don't know, probably one of eight boogies or Raw Wave.
Yeah,
I don't know, them my peoples. Like when I think about what I really like listen to, like I don't
it's
know.
hard, bro.
Okay. Let me actually throw one out there though. I'm gonna say
that's a good question.
That's a good question.
I just want to say, like me, I don't really know.
I'm sorry. I can't. I can only got that
names of albums. I just know like which, like the picture.
Yeah,
you
that
feel
makes
me?
sense. Yeah, album
So,
cover. Yeah.
I know for do you have your second?
No, I don't got my
one?
second one yet.
I know one of mine is gonna be the second to last album before Pop Smoke. The last one, second to last one with the Dove.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Where he sampled almost like every song. Yeah,
that was when he made that "What You Know About Love."
Yeah,
I got what
he would be top of the game right now. I ain't gonna lie. But that one, it was one of the albums that I really listened to the most. Like I was in a phase where I listened to that every day, bro. I don't know what it was, but it's just something about. Also, like I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just something that I felt, I guess. And my second one, I did be between a Rod Wave album or Tory Lanez Alone at Prom.
Okay. Oh yeah, Tory Lanez Alone at Prom.
Yeah, so.
I didn't want to say it, but I had to say it.
Hey,
but it'd be a Rod Wave one because I just the words, what he says in his songs, I feel like goes unnoticed.
Yeah.
It's very underrated. A lot of people don't really hear what he's saying. They just hear the music.
Beautiful Mind, bro. Was that the recent one?
Yeah,
I would say that.
That
I
one
I don't got
decent.
nothing off the top right now because I just can't remember. But I want to say that because those my people. Polo G, A Boogie, Rod Wave. So I'm going Polo G, Die Legend, and Rod Wave, Beautiful Mind.
So we all inconsistent with a Rod album, right? Because I got Ghetto Gospel, man.
Yeah.
That Ghetto Gospel.
Which one is that? What picture?
That's the silver one.
It was Sky Priority.
Oh, the great one.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not the great one then.
Cuban Links, like Poison.
Bro, what's the biggest song on there? He had with Dirk. Dirk remixed it.
Come on. Hard on Ice.
Yeah, Hard on Ice. Yeah, but that album.
No, wasn't that on that?
No, that was on that. That was on Ghetto Gospel.
I think it was on two albums.
It might have been on two.
Because it was
Dirk.
on the one with Letter from Houston. No, not the one. It was the one with Rags to Riches. I thought Hard on Ice was on.
No. That was after
Wait, what song am I thinking of?
With Dirk? You thinking of Already Won?
No,
with Dirk.
That's Soulfly, ain't it? With Already Won.
I have two songs on my playlist. Girl of My Dreams. That's what I'm thinking of.
With Dirk?
No.
Oh, you just thinking of that song?
Yeah, I was just thinking that song.
But yeah, man, that Ghetto Gospel.
Yeah, I got to throw Rod on there. That Ghetto Gospel.
I remember where I was when I first heard it, bro. I can remember that day. Like that album, man, just changed my life, bro.
I remember where I was when Kobe died.
I was in the basement.
I honestly don't remember where I was.
I remember
but
that.
I just remember looking at it and I was panicking like.
It's because how I found out.
Oh,
That's why I remember, bro.
You gotta tell that story.
How'd you find out?
All right, look. We got to wrap it up soon, but this is how I found out. Phone call from my boy. I'm literally I'm with my mom's or whatever. Like we doing something on the computer. I forget. It had to be some homework, college stuff, or maybe not college. It was something. I'm in the room with my mom's. We doing whatever. One of my boys called like, "Oh, Kobe just died." You know how your boys be.
Yeah.
So you thinking it's like, what you like? Come on, like you don't play about that. What you talking about? Like Kobe died. So then I look and I see Kobe died. Like, I'll never forget. I'm literally in the bed. My boy called me. He know who he is. He called me. Yo, did you check? Kobe just died. I look. I'm like, wow. And I don't know. I just never forget that. Like Kobe really died. Like I was seeing it on the Instagram. Everything. Kobe Bryant pronounced dead. Helicopter. All that. The whole. Remember everybody was saying everything. TMZ, Shade Room, Academics, all that. Kobe dead.
Yeah. I think we could all agree we thought it was fake at first.
Thought it was fake.
I
swear.
Especially being from where I'm at, is like I was checking every social media, every account, texting everybody. I'm like,
It's no
Yo,
way.
there's no way,
Like,
right?
why is Kobe dead? You feel me? Like, it's
Yeah,
no way.
bro.
My ex hit me, bro. Shout out my ex. But my ex hit me, man. She talking about Kobe passed. I'm like, no, you tweaking. Kobe, because remember the night before, LeBron had just passed Kobe in points.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm like, no,
Yeah.
you tweaking. He just
Yeah.
got passed by Brian. She like, no, he's dead. I'm like,
Man.
bro, come on, bro. What
Tweaking.
are you talking about? And then like 5 minutes later, man, I read it. I'm dang, Kobe dead. Now they talking about Rick Fox and all these people talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I found out. I thought it
I
was
feel
fake.
like that's one of the most impactful deaths on the country, bro.
For sure.
Like, I
Yeah.
feel like everybody just felt it. Like,
That's up there with Michael Jackson.
facts.
That's
Facts.
up there. Like, when Mike died, like, man. So.
I remember where I was on that too. It was like 09. I remember I was at the
I was
time.
too young to remember.
I don't remember where I was, but I remember that. Like, my mom's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't remember.
I was
I
at
was
a
too
pizza
young.
place in New York.
But, yeah.
Mm.
But that, yeah, Kobe, that affected, man.
And then,
Kobe, because even Kobe was big in basketball. And
Yeah.
Kobe, like, there's only a few people you could really say this about in the basketball industry, but he was really, like, when I say worldwide, like, had fans like everywhere, bro. Like, Kobe, like, man,
Kobe made me a better player and a better businessman, bro. Like just adapting his like mentality, not even like his whole mentality, but just nips and pieces of what he would do and like implicating that, bro.
I remember my dad used to send me this video of Kobe. It was on like, do y'all ever remember like some NBA players, they would drop like, or it would be like a skills thing about like how, like it would be a skills breakdown or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So Kobe, he did like, I want to say a TED talk, not exactly a TED talk, but something like that. He talked to a large crowd. Long story short, he was talking about, in the quote is dominate breakfast. And that sounds funny, right? But he was just talking about like, even if it's something as little as making your breakfast, dominate it. Like my dad will always send me that Kobe quote. He say, dominate breakfast, dominate this, dominate that, everything good. But I just stuck with dominate breakfast because I'm like, if I'm going out every day and I'm dominating my breakfast in the morning, then I know I'm gonna dominate my opponent on the court, or I know I'm gonna dominate this essay that I gotta write for this English class. So like Kobe really, it was bigger than basketball.
Kobe was different.
Yeah,
man.
it was bigger than basketball for sure.
bro.
Dominate.
Yeah, I remember watching his last game.
Yeah.
60 points.
Me too. Yeah.
Kobe
Free
taught
throws.
me the importance of the pull-up jump shot, bro. Ever since I seen that, bro, that's all I would work on. Pull-up jump shots.
Sure.
Yeah, bro.
But hey, shout out Kobe.
LA.
Shout out traveling the world. What you say? Just still, we can wrap it up. But biggest takeaway from the podcast that you want to stick with them.
Man, the innovation, bro. You see these two young guys, these two freshmen on the team, bro. Two leaders that people look up to, people respect, people love. They doing what they doing, man. They starting a new podcast. They have no idea what's gonna happen, but they're trying. They're starting it. Like boxers, bro. Boxers get in the ring. You got to respect that. These guys are getting in the ring, trying something new, seeing where it goes, pursuing their passion. And then I wish you guys nothing but success. Thank you guys for having me on here, man.
I appreciate it.
So,
all right.
I appreciate you guys watching. Every link will be in the description. All three of us, I'll include everybody's everything.
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you want, like, if this actually gets out to a bunch of people, just comment down below some things that we should talk about, topics,
Yeah.
So, but that's
and
really it.
Share.
Yeah, for
Come
sure.
on,
Share, man.
with your friends, bro.
You know the love.
What are you
Spread
doing?
love.
What if it was y'all in this position, bro? You want people to share?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Get us out there. It's only the beginning.
You're literally sitting there like, we're on your screen right now.
For sure.
Like, what are you doing? For
Yeah.
show.
But
Like, come on.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for
All right.
having me, man.
all right.
See y'all later.
Cool.